All right. Hi, I am Miss Bierman, your art teacher, and today we are going to have a demonstration on using tempera paint. Specifically, we're going to be using it to paint our duck structures. We have some paint shirts as well. Check them, make sure they don't have any wet paint on them because that happens sometimes. So you're welcome to put on one of these. I always suggest not wearing your best clothes on painting days, even shoes. So here's some other aprons that you could wear. So to begin, I've got some paint. So this is the tempera paint. Your teachers will put paint into some small cups, and that paint and the paint will go into this tray. You have a painting station right here, and the other painting station is the table next to this table. You'll be able to identify it because it will have the paint on it and it will have messy mats on the table. This is your palette, and you can use this to mix colors of paint. However, you share these with other people at the table, so it's very important that you don't make a big giant mess on it as you mix colors. I've got some brushes, I have a can of water. You also are going to need a white paper towel. These white paper towels are very absorbent, and they are good for your brushes or blotting. Don't use the brown paper towel for blotting. Use these to dry your hands. So I'll save this for when I wash my hands in a little bit. You will not be pouring the paint into the cup. Your art teachers will be doing that. When you begin painting, you will dip your dry brush in the water, and now you will see it's saturated with water, it's dripping. Please don't do this. I'll give you a moment to think about why this is not a good idea while I show you a better idea. So when you have water or paint, you can take your white paper towel and you can blot it just like that, and that'll get the excess paint out. You don't want all this excess water in your paint, and you can think about why that is a good idea as well. So next, I've got my palette here, and I can use my brush to scoop out a little bit of paint. Try not to use too much paint. It can be hard to judge how much paint you should use. So now that I've used my brush, I'm not going to take this red brush and put it in my yellow paint, especially because I am sharing that with others. So what I'm doing now is I'm gently rubbing my brush on the bottom of the water can to get that off. And again, don't do this. So if you figured it out, the reason is because it sprays water and paint everywhere, and we are not to be that messy. So now I'm blotting my brush, but you may be able to see, you should be able to see some paint still in the brush, which indicates that it's not clean. So I'm going to give it another little rinse. You can also wipe the brush on the side to get some water out, and then I'm going to blot it again. So now I am going to get some yellow paint and place that on the mixing tray as well. So at the end of class, you might not be finished painting, and that's okay. You are going to have several days to paint. For painting cleanup, first you have your brush. You're going to put your brush with the bristles down into your water can. So once you put the brush in the water can, you're going to pick the water can up. You're going to come up. All of the paints are going to go back into the tray, like so. Your paint tray, your palette, you come over and put that in the sink, and then use this brown paper towel to dry your hands.